Tanya, and I made a live about an hour ago, but for some reason it's not uploading. I don't know what I did wrong to it or whatever, but it's not uploading. So I thought I would come again just to make a quick live. So basically, I just wanted to make a video on someone that's from my past. So I just want the targeted community to, you have to be careful. You have to be careful of who you meet in the real world and who you meet in the targeted community, because um, when you meet people in the targeted community, you tend to really open up to them and tell them like a lot of stuff because you're so happy that first you got someone that can kind of understand what you're going through, and you have someone to talk to, someone that kind of gets you. But when things go wrong, it just, like, so anyways, me and this individual, we spent a good amount of time talking, like for months. And I think things went a little left when he kind of came on to me. Um, Now I know that it was like a joke or something. Like, I think he was just playing the whole time. And I think that, I don't know, I'm celibate. I've been celibate for the last like 5 years. But I think that, and he's a lot younger, anyways, but I think that I probably just was like, happy that I wasn't so lonely and maybe found someone that I could talk to and get close to and all this stuff. But now looking back, I was definitely taken advantage of. But it's kind of like, okay, so I think he kind of lucked up because, the type of person I am. Um, if if God blessed me with $1 million today, I'm going to go help as many people that I could possibly help. I'm not going to give them the whole million now that I've been through this struggle and know what real struggling is like for me and my children. No, I wouldn't do that, but I would definitely set something in play to help the less fortunate, for sure. But so I think that it came to a point where he was probably just using me at some point during the so-called friendship. And I remember confiding in him about a female that I did not care for or like. But I had never personally had words with this female. I just remember, how, like, if you meet a targeted individual and you guys start talking and you guys are talking about other people's channels and talking about this person and that person. So when we came up to discuss this young lady, I kind of said, I don't really care for her. And it wasn't too much negative I really said about her. It was just kind of like, I don't really like her. I don't really care for her. That's kind of to the point, like basically what I said. Um, and I guess he had, me not knowing, I guess he had liked her or had a thing for her or something. I'm not too sure. But one day he and I got into an argument and he kind of like said something, and I went and I kind of like got at her like, so what's up? Like, what's up with this? And it kind of went from there. And So he had me on one phone on the speaker, he had her on the other phone on the speaker. And I didn't know they even talked because the conversation that he and I had, I don't know, I wouldn't have thought that him and her really talked. Like, I guess they did talk. And so when I spoke, so she was on one end of one of his phones and I was on the other end of his phone. And so we both were on speaker, and she was talking mess about me to him and he was talking mess about me to her. And they was kind of like talking about me, and I'm trying to yell and scream and like talk or whatever. But it's good. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, so we kind of ended our friendship, and it kind of got worse. It got really bad because then he kind of like threatened me with a firearm. And I'm a firearm carrier as well. Um and then he told me like him and the girl would jump me, and it was just crazy. And then I thought it was over. Like, okay, I'm not talking to him no more. It's over. Then one day I do a live, and then he actually gets on the live, and I like block him off of the live because I'm like, why is he harassing me now? Like, I'm confused. So anyways, it's been months have passed by, and I don't have his number in my phone or nothing like that. I don't call him, I don't talk to him, nothing like that. So he reached out, and when he reached out, it was kind of odd. Like, when he reached out, it was just like the audacity and the nerve. When he reached out, he asked me, could he borrow some money? Did I have some money to give him? And I was just like, the audacity. Like, are you kidding me right now? You threatened my life a couple months ago. All the time that we spent on the phone, you betrayed me. I'm literally listening to you and a female that you just recently started talking to talk crazy about me. And mind you, they both have their channels are both of their channels are bigger than mine. I think I have 200 followers. They might have like 1,000 or something. I don't really know, but um, it's just crazy. And I just thought I would address it, like, because it's been on my mind. Like, I'm not sure what that means. That's like, I don't know if that's like bullying within the community or what that is. Like, because you obviously took up for the girl. You try to attack me. Like, you said you was going to attack me. You took up for the girl. Y'all were talking about me because I heard with my own ears. And so that's like a no friendship. That's like a no go. Like, that's like, whether we're in the real world or the targeted community or whatever, like, that's like a backstabber. That's like somebody that you cannot trust at all. And I'm so confused of why the person would reach out and ask to borrow something from me or want something from me. Like, or try to hop on my life. Like, dude, leave me alone. And the reason why I didn't like the female was because every dude that I have talked to in the targeted community that knows her talk bad things about her. So maybe I was kind of going off of it, but it was a couple other things too. Because I think this person, I don't even know this person's uh, ethnicity, but I believe it's like biracial or something. Something, I think she might have black in her. I'm assuming. I don't know. It's a lot of, you know, people that look biracial that really aren't. There's some other nationality, but I'm not sure. But I think she might have some black in her. But I personally thought that I seen her being very close to, like, to me, like a bigot racist white chick. And then I seen her after her and the white chick's friendship didn't work. Then I seen her, because the person does have good content. Well, I don't know what the person's content is like now because I don't watch, but a couple years back the person had great content. So, I'm not gonna fake and act like the person didn't have good content back then. The person had some good points, some decent content back then. I don't know what the person's doing in their life. Okay. But so I seen kind of like how she allowed her. She was friends with a racist biracial. I mean, a racist white lady, and then their friendship went all on the internet. And then she immediately like got friends with like a older, bigger black woman, and that kind of bothered me for a reason. I couldn't tell you why. It's my own little itch or niche that I have with probably uh, biracial women. That could be the truth of the matter. But so it was easy for me to kind of say I dislike her, to be honest, because I don't want to be dishonest about none of it. But for whatever reason, so that was my issue with her. But what hurt me was that me and this guy had talked like for months and months, like day after day after day, like for months. And when you're a target individual, just to have someone like that, you honor that. And you're like, and then for that person to turn on me like that, I wasn't expecting that. Like I wasn't that was like I wasn't expecting that, not at all. But then what makes it worse is that 4 months down the line, I do a live. The guy hops on and takes me as a joke, like it's funny or as a joke. Then, just like a week ago, calls me out of the blue, texts me, calls me out the blue, like I'm just so lost. And then what comes out of his mouth is like, "Oh, I've been watching your videos. I see you've been working and stuff and doing good for yourself. And do you think I can borrow some money?" If I had pearls around my neck, like I would have clutched them, because I'm just like, this got to be a joke. Like, what did I do to deserve this? Because about 6 months ago, you hopped on Messenger and threatened me with a whole automatic Glock behind a female that I didn't even know you dealt with. So the setups is real. Like, you gotta pay, like, in the real world, you gotta pay attention. In the target community, everybody talking about they targets, and they might be, but it's certain cliques of people that hook up certain, because not everybody you targeted believe in the same thing. That's just, I mean, it's just the truth. People are who they are. They were a certain way before they got targeted. Some people claim Jesus Christ is their Lord and Savior, and some don't. And that's just the truth. That's just in real life, wherever and whatever. That's just life. But once I'm just confused. I'm just really confused about the whole thing. And, I wish that person well. I wish him well. I wish, his, female friends or girlfriend or woman or whatever he got going on, I wish them well. But don't ever reach out to me. Like, leave that shit in the past. Like, you betrayed me, then you threatened my life, and then belittle me months later trying to get some money. When you sit back and just see how people really think about you, how they really feel about you, you'd be surprised if you really could hear how people really think about you, what they really thought about you. Or you'd just be surprised as to, yeah, how they value you. You might value a person one way, and then if you knew how they really valued you, it would trip you out. It would trip you out. It will trip you out for real. Like, the whole time I'm putting this person up here, and they got me way, way down here. And once you show me you don't protect me, or you don't honor me as an individual and what I bring to your life, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's really it. Like, I'm over that. And I just thought I'd make this video and just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, just be careful. Like, of the, it just, I think, and I just want to say this to women in the world, like young women, old women. It doesn't matter when you meet a guy and you think that you and a guy are locked in or whatever. When a guy betrays you for another woman, or he protects another woman over you, that's not someone for you. That's not someone you continue to deal with. That's not someone that you let back into your life, because that person already showed you that you mean nothing to them. That person already showed you that they'll leave you in a heartbeat. That person already showed you that, they'll talk about you like it's nothing and treat you accordingly. So all you can do when something like that happens is just, if you believe in God, just pray to God and let it, but time and let it go. But see, what's not cool is when you've healed from a situation and then a person try to pop back up. Like, no, that's not nice. Like that's like that's when it comes to the point, like, that's horrible. Like, why do that to somebody? Like, mm-mm. No, we not gonna do that. Cause if you wanted my friendship, you would have let old girl have it when she was talking crazy like that. You would have let her know, look, that's not what we gonna do right now. That's not what we gonna do. But you didn't. You sat there, you was talking with her, y'all was laughing, it was a joke. It was funny. And then if you cared about me and our friendship, you wouldn't have pulled no gun out on me. You wouldn't have did that. Then if you cared about the friendship, you would have tried a long time ago to make amends and really apologize. But you did none of that. So I don't know what you and old girl got plotted or planned over there. I don't know how y'all get down. Cause we in a different era now. That's why I be telling my little, younger cousins, like, look, I have a couple really pretty younger cousins, and they be like, I don't know why this guy don't want to be with me. I got a house, I got this, I got a job, I got a car, I this, that. I look better than her, this, that. She's a hoe, this, that, and I be trying to tell them, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because nowadays women and female be getting together trying to take people out and do weird stuff. Like, you want some weird stuff. You chose the world to roll out with old girl and all that, and y'all was kikiing and ha-haing, talking smack about me and all that stuff. You even went as far as to pull a gun out on me. So there's no way now you should be calling, asking me for not a nothing. That girl should have you covered on all sides. But see, that's why I be telling people, telling females, when a dude like you or want you, appreciate you, he's gonna go get it for you. He gonna make sure you have whatever it is you need. He gonna go take from the other girls like he trying to take from me. They're gonna go take from the other women. They're gonna make sure that, and no, we not doing that. I'm too damn old, first off. Second off, like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. She probably had the nigga call and ask for some money. She's probably on the other end. I don't know kind of where. I don't trust these people. For real now. You show me some stuff like that, I don't trust you. No. Mm-mm. No. Nada. Mm-mm. Y'all never be able to sit back and talk together like cash cowing me. I don't know how long you was cash cowing me and still talking to her. I mean, talking to her from the beginning back then. I don't know. But we put an end to that. Not today. Not tomorrow. And please stop watching my videos. Please stop trying to reach out. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to support you. Financially or emotionally.